Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related, and I figured today we would do sort of a chit chat get ready with me. So if you can see behind me, I'm currently sitting in front of my back patio door because it had the best natural light, and it's in front of the kitchen. So if you hear weird sounds, that's probably the fridge. I also have my cat, so if you see my cat walking around behind me, you gotta love cats. With that being said, today we're gonna do a little chit chat get ready with me. To be honest, I haven't been feeling super motivated lately to come up with new content and new video ideas, so I figured this would be a good opportunity to just sit down, catch up with you guys. I feel like I haven't done that in a while, and just kind of talk about life and how things are going with me. Let's just hop into it. So I already did my skincare. I already put on my SPF. I used the Coco Kind Silk Screen SPF, the one in the purple tube. I really like it. It takes a little bit to rub in to rub the white cast away. Not that long, not anything crazy, but I really like it. But I'm gonna go in with hair products because I just showered, as you can maybe tell, and my hair has been really not fragile, but my hair has had a ton of breakage, a ton of split ends, and I just want to make sure I'm taking care of my hair. I feel like hair care is something that I really neglected for a while just because I have really thick hair and it's really long and I have a lot of it, so I kind of just took it for granted. I've said this 1,000 times before, but my hair is naturally straight and I had it permed over a year ago, and the bottom parts of it are still permed, but my natural hair grew out, obviously. I just never really took care of it because my hair was always super straight, super easy to work with, and I usually just let it be as it was. So with me perming it, with me semi-dyeing it with the Kristen S color depositing conditioner, my hair has just been not my friend lately. So I'm gonna go in with a couple products to make sure, or to try and help prevent future breakage. The first thing I'm gonna go in with is the Ava NYC Made Magic 10-in-1 Split End Mender. This is supposed to mend split ends and prevent breakage. I have only used this once so far though, so I'm not entirely sure how well this works, but I'm gonna continue using it. I pumped out 2 pumps. It smells good. It smells really good, actually. It kind of smells like their dry shampoo, if you are familiar with Ava NYC at all. So I'm just gonna keep running this through my hair, try and make sure I get all of it. That's probably good for that. Even just running my hands through my hair, I have a ton of hair falling out, or not falling out, breaking. A lot of these pieces are really small, so it's a problem that I've noticed lately, and I just want to make sure that I try and keep up with it because I do not want my hair to be permanently damaged. The next thing I'm going to go in with is a hair oil. I've been using this one from the brand Day. This is the Prickly Pear hair oil, and you guys, this smells like Fruit Loops. It smells so good. It isn't super heavy, but I feel like it leaves my hair feeling nice and shiny, and the scent of this is just unreal. It doesn't linger, so you definitely aren't gonna smell it for the rest of the day, but it seems to be doing good things for my hair. And the way I've been organizing my makeup bag lately has been, I use one of these small Allie Glines pouches for my hair care and my fragrances, and I use the other one for my makeup. They both obviously go in the medium-sized bag that they have, and I have the brush pouch as well. This was a Christmas gift, so I did not buy this for myself, but I've been using it and I've been really liking it so far. So I honestly wanted to just take a second and say thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. I reached 400 subscribers this past month, and I think that's really exciting. And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Some of you might know, or I said it in the intro, but this is not my full-time job. I am a robotics engineer by day. I just really enjoy creating content and creating makeup content and things like that, and I'm glad that I have a space to be able to do that, and I really appreciate all of your guys' support for letting me. I am also drinking a coffee right now. This is the, I think the brand is Califia. I am probably saying that wrong, but it's their pumpkin spice cold brew, I believe. I got it at Aldi's because it was on sale, so that's what I'm drinking. It's honestly not bad. I had a different cold brew from Aldi's that was also pumpkin spice, and it was not good at all. But I usually trust the Califia brand for my cold brew coffees if I'm not making coffee at home in my like Keurig or something like that. So I'm probably not going to talk too much about the products that I'm using on my face. I'll put everything in the description box, though, everything that I used today. I really just wanted to talk about where my channel's heading, the new year, how I've been feeling. Basically just like a really long vent today. Honestly, it's been really hard for me to come up with content lately. I haven't been feeling like 100% motivated, and I don't know if that's because I haven't been really buying new makeup or haven't really been interested in new makeup, or I'm just getting like really busy, but it's been really hard for me to come up with a lot of content. Also, on Instagram, engagement has been super low, even though I've been making like tons of reels. It's just a little bit disheartening to see my engagement go down so much, and I don't want to talk about like numbers or anything because I'm still grateful for the platform that I have. It's just a little bit disheartening when like you're not seeing as much engagement as you used to be, and I don't know if that's because people are moving more towards TikTok. I don't know if that's where I should be moving my content towards. I know that a lot of these people are posting like every day, and that's just not plausible for me. So I've been trying to make the most of it. Like I said, I'm still really grateful for the opportunities that I have, but it is a little bit frustrating when you put like a lot of work into something and you don't see a ton of results from it. I'm trying to use my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, but the product isn't like settled at the bottom of the tube, so it's not coming out. I guess that's a good thing, and that means that I'm almost done with it, but it's been kind of hard to make sure I use up the last bit of that. Like I said, I'm honestly really appreciative of everyone that watches my content, that interacts with my content, so I definitely don't want to seem ungrateful or anything like that. I mainly just want to create content that people enjoy, as that I also enjoy making. So if that isn't like the type of reels that I've been coming up with, if that isn't the vibe that people are going for, then maybe I just have to like switch up the kind of content that I'm creating. But we shall see. I am slowly but surely like trying to make more content that I am proud of. I feel like in the past maybe I wasn't trying as hard just because I was so busy. I'm still super busy, but I've kind of cut back on the amount of content that I create. So like I used to film like 2 videos. Oops, that was so stupid of me. I used to film like 2 videos or post 2 YouTube videos a week, and that just wasn't conducive for me and how I work. I also film in natural lighting most of the time, so especially in the winter it's really hard to get good natural lighting just because it's so bleak and dreary out all the time. We don't get a lot of sunlight to begin with in the winter. I do live in the Midwest. I live in Michigan, so I'm trying to make the most of it. I try to bulk film content when I can. That doesn't always work out because of my job. Like the daylight is usually during working hours, so I definitely don't want to like not do my day job, you know. I also really like filming in natural light. I feel like it gives me an excuse to like sit by the window, and I don't have box lights that I could maybe invest in, but that's not where my channel is at right now. Like I think that I want to build more of a following before investing a lot of money in studio lights and things like that. I think for the most part my video quality has been okay. Like I haven't noticed anything that's like drastically bad about it. The Michigan weather has definitely impacted my mood and my motivation. I'm hoping that once the days get longer, which they're gonna start getting longer soon, I hope that I will be back to my normal self and back to wanting to create a lot of content, but right now that's just not the case. But I also don't want to take like a full-time break either, just because like I still want my platforms to grow. So I don't know, I feel like it's a really hard balance between the two. I haven't been going into the office lately, but I feel like I'm gonna have to again soon. I also feel like I have been tasked with a lot of things. None of them are like out of my realm, just I've been tasked with a lot that I need to get done, and I've been a little bit overwhelmed. That's obviously like not anyone's fault. Like I am doing fine, like I'm capable of doing it. It's just a little bit hard. Like I just feel like everything is like a little bit harder than it has to be, and I'm just trying to find like the right balance to be able to do my hobby and like work at the same time, because I'm constantly thinking about both things, and I think I need to just like take time and focus on like one at a time. That's really hard to do with like set work hours, so like I definitely need to not do any content creation at that same time that I'm working. That's when the daylight is. I think I might need to just get box lights sooner. I'm usually doing things on the weekends too, so I don't think filming on the weekends is the best route for me either. Like that's usually my free time where I don't have to worry about anything. So I don't know, it's just a hard balance. It's been hard for me to balance it, honestly. So I'm trying to make the most of it. I think I'm doing okay for now. I think that cutting myself down to one video a week and just making sure that I have like time for myself is a good thing, and I'm hoping that I am actually doing that for myself. If you follow my Project Pan series, you know that I have been trying to hit pan on this blush for a couple months now, and I think I'm starting to see the metal ring, which is very exciting because that usually means that I'm gonna hit pan on this soon. So I am just waiting for the day that I actually hit pan on this. In the meantime, I'm just gonna keep using it. I obviously have a ton of blushes in my collection that I would like to get through, or at least like start using more often. So I'm glad that this is almost there. I mean, besides work, I have been not renovating my house, but I've been trying to upgrade, not my house, this is my boyfriend's place. We've been trying to upgrade his place a little bit and trying to put together a little bit more furniture. Like I feel like our walls are relatively bare. I feel like we don't really have any decor. Like most of our stuff is pretty functional. We have a guest room that literally just had a bed frame in it, and that was it. So this past weekend we went to IKEA and Home Goods. We found a bunch of things that we liked. We also found this bed frame at IKEA for our room that was really cute, but it was completely out of stock. It was like a light green color. It was like a light sage color. We basically planned all of the furniture in our room around that, like that color. And so when the bed frame was out of stock, we were like, I don't know what to do now. So I posted on my Instagram, I posted on my stories 2 different bed frames that we found off of Walmart that were kind of in the same color story. And I asked which color like suit the furniture we got better. And a lot of you guys said the lighter green, which is nice. It's also cheaper than the darker green, but I haven't actually purchased it yet. We spent a lot this paycheck, so I'm waiting until my next paycheck. You know, like I'm trying to budget it out so I'm not spending all of my money all at once. That being said though, this next paycheck I'm excited to purchase that and excited to get things going. Like I think that this room is going to be so cute by the time we're done with it. I really like interior design and stuff, but we never really had an excuse to do that stuff just because, well, I was planning on buying a house, but with the rates, the interest rates being what they are, we decided it wasn't like the best time to buy. And he already had his condo, but like we were planning on moving soon, so we never did any like renovations or anything like that. But since the interest rates are so high and I don't think I am financially able to buy a house right now for myself, we've been like, okay, we might as well take some time and upgrade this place so that at least we can feel a little bit more comfortable when we're at home. So we bought the furniture. I am really obsessed with the color story of our guest room right now. I think we did a relatively good job given what we had. Like, I'm obviously not an interior decorator or anything like that, but I spend a lot of time on Pinterest and looking at things that I think I would like for myself. So a lot of the things we bought, I actually bought for our room, but since we don't have the bed frame, we ended up putting it in the guest room, which we call like our friend's name's room because he stays over a lot. He also just got a new boyfriend, and his boyfriend like refinishes furniture for a living, and he's got impeccable taste, and we figured that we had to step up our game, if not just our friend, but our friend's boyfriend as well, because we don't want to like be embarrassed by our blank room. So it was kind of like a two birds, one stone type of thing. Like, we wanted to make our house feel more like home anyway, but also like we also want to not embarrass ourselves in front of our friend's boyfriend. That was our weekend. We did a lot of building of furniture. I have to say everything we bought is really cute though and really coming together, and I'm a big fan of how everything is looking. A lot of our furniture right now is just like black. Like, we really don't have a lot of color in our house, but I've definitely gone towards more, well, I've definitely wanted more color in our house anyway. Like, we bought plants a while ago. I am a really big fan of sage green. Like, that's my favorite color right now and has been for a long time. Like, I've really been obsessed with green and like kind of earthy tones, so we're trying to get more earthy tones going. We ended up getting like a new dresser for the room. We got some paintings that we hung up that were like blue and gold and green and stuff like that. The new dresser currently has like this like dark gray knob, but we think it would look a lot better with gold knobs, so we're thinking about going back to like Lowe's or something and finding new hardware for the dressers, and we think that could elevate it a lot. We think the gold would look a lot better with that dresser, but it's just been exciting. Like, I really enjoy that type of stuff. I honestly love building like IKEA furniture. I don't know why. It is kind of like exhausting, but I really like the idea of just like having instructions and building something. Like, that's my type of vibe. I'm having a good time building IKEA furniture, even though it's not really like that fancy. Like, it's really not, but I'm still having a good time regardless. So I just threw a little bit of this color right here, the Date Eye number 2 shade, into my crease just for a little bit of something. It's pretty much like a cool tone brown, so you're not really going to be able to see it that much. I am gonna line my lips, but I really want to know how you guys are doing, how you guys are handling the new year. I definitely don't think mine is starting off on like the best foot, but I'm pushing through it. We're gonna get through it together. I feel like it can only go up from here, and like I feel like the winter time is always a hard time just because like the weather's so gloomy. We haven't even actually had snow yet. Like, it's been gray, but there's been no snow. Like, it's just been cold. It hasn't necessarily been like snowy or sludgy. So I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like we probably want it to be at least a little bit snowy going into January. This year is also the year of the rabbit if you follow the Chinese zodiac, or the year of the cat if you follow the Vietnamese zodiac, which I am Vietnamese, so I follow the Vietnamese one, which is my year. It's mine and my dad's year, actually. I am excited about that. Like, this is literally my year, so I have to make the most of it. I'm turning 24 this year, which is absolutely crazy to me. That literally means that I am like in my mid-20s, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I feel like I just got out of college. I feel like I am still in college, honestly. Like, I feel like my mind has not aged that much, and I feel like it's been crazy to like think of myself as being in my mid-20s, even though like I'm in my mid-20s, or I will be this year. It's really baffling to me. I don't know how I feel about it. I am honestly just like a little bamboozled, a little shocked. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm like obviously not upset about it. Like, I'm fine aging. It's weird to think about, especially because with COVID and with all of that, like, I didn't really have those like key moments in my life. Like I graduated college during COVID, I turned 21 during COVID, so I never really got to like celebrate those, and so those key moments like kind of just didn't happen for me. I don't know, it's really weird. I'm realizing that I can't talk and put on lip liner at the same time, so I'm gonna put on my lip liner and I'll be right back. I've also really been getting into reading again. I feel like when the holidays hit, my reading just like diminished. Like I didn't even like finish a couple books, but I did reach my goal for last year. My goal was to read 35 books throughout the year, and I ended up reading 40, so I was really proud of myself for that. This year I set a goal for 40 books, so I am working on that. I have finished 2 books this year so far. They were both really short. One of them I started before the new year. The other one was like a rom-com type of book, so I finished that really quickly. I am currently trying to make my way through my 3rd book. I am trying to finish that up. I have a whole stack of books on my bookshelf in my TBR because I keep buying new books, and I really shouldn't be. Like I really should not be buying more books just because like I have so many that I still have to read. So I am planning on a book no-buy this year, not until I finish every other book on my TBR. I'm not counting library books, so if I get a book from the library off of Libby or like on my phone, I'm not counting that as like buying a book, but I physically will not be buying any books until I finish reading the ones that I have. I got a Sephora gift card for Christmas, and I really haven't been interested in buying anything so far. So regarding my like makeup no buy, I think I'm doing okay for now. I'm definitely not like, sorry, I just zoomed you in. I'm definitely not like dying to buy anything right now. There are a couple things that I want to buy, but I have been holding off on them just because I don't necessarily think they're worth the price. I think I'll wait until like a Sephora sale to buy it. Besides that though, I think my no buy has been pretty good so far. I haven't really felt the need to buy anything, so that's exciting. I feel like I'm sticking to my goals this year. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about though. Like I'm done getting ready. I didn't put on mascara because I am wearing my glasses today because I forgot my contacts. So I didn't really need mascara. When I wear mascara, like it touches my glasses and I don't like it. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was kind of rambly and all over the place, but I still hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!